check out the Fintiso here. What could it be? We'll have the Triassic here do the honors. And we've checked out a few Fintiso refreshers here in the channel recently. They have been going back over the lineup and have been spicing things up here with a lot of their models. So let's check it out here. We got the zipper pouch. We have a user manual with the older different models. We pretty much feature all of them here in the channel in the past at one point or another. But let's take a look at what this one is. Do we know? We have a hint. We have a wiping cloth. We have a Fintiso sticker. And bam, there is the knife, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. Okay, I see what they're doing here. They did not stop at the carbon fiber refresh on the Parrot, right? This is a new variant of the Parrot here. And this one's got the topographic looking G10 going on, right? With all the different colors on both sides. I want to say, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but this one here looks like the G10 Topo has some very fine skinny lines, whereas on this one, right, you can, I want to say the black is a little bit more defined. The lines are a little bit thicker, but otherwise, again, the same topographic, colorful G10 scales going on. It's going to be a plunge lock button lock, right? It always has been a plunge lock button lock. Fintiso, if you're watching this video, it might be time to consider a button operated liner lock. That's just where the industry is going. So some food for thought there. And I do love this iteration of a deep pocket carry clip. It is reversible. It is by far my favorite pocket clip from Fintiso. But wait until you see this blade, right? If you already know, you know. But if you don't, take a look at this blade here. Beautiful warning with a flat grind, right? This one's going to be the budget variant with the 14C28N. They do have a more premium counterpart with, I want to say, S35VN and carbon fiber scales, right? We looked at that one here recently, but yeah, absolutely a warning. My kind of geometry all day, great for utility cuts and drug cuts. Very utilitarian style, everyday carry knife for sure. And the actual is pretty solid, pretty amazing. It's going to be on ball bearings. You got thumb studs for deployment here. You can reverse flick, right? I'm using the meat of the middle finger because you don't have really a lot of access to a thumb stud with the nail. So going the nail route is not ideal here, but the meat of the middle finger does work. One piece of feedback I have for Fintiso is I do wish they had gone maybe another level and maybe rounded up the top layer a little bit. It would have made the thumb studs just a hair more comfortable instead of just the 2 layers. Maybe going a 3rd and a 4th cutout layer, and then again rounding up the tip. That would have been something nicer there. You know, take the 80-20.5 for example, right? See how it is, you know, layered with different little step layer to it. That makes it nice and comfortable to deploy. So something like that would have been nice here. So again, Fintiso, if you're watching, right, that is something to work on there. Nevertheless, not a deal breaker in any way, shape, or form. It absolutely works. And for what it is, right, good old budget EDC knife, that's not going to break the bank. This one absolutely has you covered. I want to say, I mean, the Ergos, it's going to excel at that for sure. I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip, right? We go 9 out of 10 with the pocket clip there. And I can forward choke a tad bit here if I wanted to. Right? I am absolutely able to do so. Forward choke on it, no jimping on the blade, right? That's also something that I would have. That's also something that I would have preferred, but it sounds like maybe it was intentional here to have no jimping. Again, not a deal breaker, just me nitpicking, sharing feedback here and there. The other thing you notice is the liners are pretty solid with some minimal milling on the inside. But nevertheless, it feels like a pretty decent weighted knife, not too heavy, not too light. And we do have exposed liners with 2 standoff sort of sandwich construction and no lanyard solution or hole. So you would just maybe tie the lanyard here to this back standoff, if anything. We do have a filler tab for the, you know, reversible pocket clip, so I'll give them that. And just rapid fire, because it is a plunge lock button lock, we'll do the mandatory, obligatory whack test here. Again, nothing crazy, finger safe, and all right, that's pretty solid there. We'll go ahead and close it, open it again, finger safe one more time. Safe to say there are no issues there with the plunge lock button lock, right? Good iteration, and again, it kind of works pretty good. Remember, there is no detent with a plunge lock button lock, right? The actual plunge, right, little cylinder shape under a spring tension, that's what's creating, right, the tension, if anything, because we do not have a detent ball. All right, so the Fintiso Parrot looking good, getting the nice little topographic G10 colorful sort of colorway going on there. Absolutely dig it. One of my favorite knives from Fintiso, to say the least. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.